was a bit stressed before the Kerrang Awards, so I thought I'd have a nice soak in the bath and, you know, just chill out for a bit watching Ally McBeal on my laptop for, I don't know, the millionth time. I don't know why I choose to go at the tap in, because I bang my head every time. Using my favourite cleansing polish, the only thing that seems to kind of make my skin less mental than it usually is. Wanted to slug off all those dead skin cells that I've got on my chest from a bit of sunbathing, so I'm all silky smooth. I'm still trying to achieve the dream mermaid hair, so Lee Stafford growth products are the way forward for me at the moment. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, bit of a basic instinct shot there. I'm pretty much as shiny as metal, so I need to put on some primer these days just to stop looking pretty much slimy. Particularly on the T-zone areas. I guess that's standard for everyone. This works really well, I was quite surprised. Number 7, Instant Radiance. It kind of makes me look less like a corpse, to be fair. I usually go for a really thick and full-on coverage. This is a medium coverage, so there's still a bit of life in me, and you can still see like some of the natural skin show through. And because it's a radiance one, it's a bit more dewy than my normal foundation, which is all about mattifying and kind of hiding all my blemishes and scarring. It's not a perfect match, as you can see, but once we've applied bronzer and all that sort of malarkey, it will look a lot less, well, rubbish. Oh, I've got a really beautiful spot on my chin there. I predicted this on Twitter, that just in time for the Kerrang Awards I'd get a really good spot, so at least I was right. So to hide my dark circles, the red bits around my nose and that belting spot on my chin, add a bit of this concealer. I also had an allergic reaction that week, so I had a lot of kind of scarring and bumpiness on my face, particularly on the jawline, so just need to pay extra attention to those bits. Oh god, the faces you pull when you put on makeup. Wow. Kind of looking a bit panderised there, Soph. Come on, blend, blend. What's my mouth doing? Look at it, so tense. I guess that's my concentration face, isn't it? So that's my base nearly done. Doesn't look quite even now, but it tends to calm down a bit once it's been sitting on my face for a little bit. So I use Bare Minerals foundation instead of bronzer, because bronzer quite often has like glittery bits in it, and they just tend to cling and highlight any of my bumps and blemishes. So I prefer something that's a bit matte and without like glistening particles in it. So yeah, I've used this foundation as a bronzer instead. Oh, you can see I didn't quite blow on that brush enough, and I've gone a bit heavy duty on it. But anyway, I'm putting it on the areas of the face where the sun would generally catch. Yeah, come on, keep blending, rubbing it in. Yeah. You can tell I find it highly exciting doing this. God, goodness. So yeah, that needs to go, doesn't it? That is rubbish. I like to have pinky cheeks ideally, because I think it's nice and pretty and feminine, and I need all the help I can get in that department. So yeah, I put a bit of all three on the apples of my cheeks. And if you use a lighter one, it kind of tones down where I've gone a bit heavy-handed on the bronzer. Yeah, I'm clearly not happy there, so I'm trying to dab off a bit of the excess where I've gone a bit clown chops on you all. So next up, the brows. I don't pluck my brows, I don't shape my brows, I neglect my brows, but I have started to just, you know, colour them in a little bit, because I figure if I'm just going to stick with my natural brows, I might as well just enhance them a little bit and just go for that kind of wild look. I lost the little brushes that come with the benefit kit, of course, so I've just found something random in my miscellaneous drawer. Seems to be doing the job-ish. I definitely prefer big brows to, you know, spindly ones. Anyway, so next up, L'Oreal, a nude eyeshadow. It's actually a gold. I don't know why it's called nude. It's really quite pigmented and glittery gold. I think gold goes quite well with brown eyes, and I wanted to go for a mixture of kind of a natural look but mixed with a smoky eye as I'm going to a rock event. So there we go, that's the gold eye, the base I guess we'd say. So next up I wanted to use that greeny kind of oil slick colour just to create some smokiness, so I just rubbed it across the lids. Obviously not very well because I'm using yet again not the proper brush because I couldn't find it because I was in such a panic and a hurry. So I would just do the best I can and do as much blending as possible so it doesn't look so goddamn awful. Okay, so next up, some eyeliner. I'm still missing my Ico eyeliner because that was the best one I've ever had, but this is a good second. I haven't gone for a cat eye. I've just gone for just a medium thickness across the lid. Next up, using my Shimmer eyelash curler just to curl my lashes, just to open the eye a little bit. Sometimes I put the hairdryer on them just so it kind of makes them curl a bit more and for longer. I use my Lancôme Hypnose Drama, which is the best mascara I think I've ever used, but it does have a tendency to be a bit clumpy, but I kind of like that in a weird way. I like really over the top thick lashes. I'm not doing too badly there. I thought my mascara face would be a lot worse than that. Oh, the chin's doing some weird creasy thing. Oh, there we go, it's happening now. I knew I couldn't get away with it. I've got quite long lower lashes, so I think for some people's taste, using this mascara on them will make them look a bit spidery, but like I said, I quite like having spidery eyelashes. Each to their own, eh? You can tell I'm not a beauty blogger because I know that you guys all like all close-ups and things so you can actually see what's happening, but I haven't really mastered it yet. I'm still learning, so bear with. Oh, mascara face again. It should be a drinking game that every time someone does a mascara face, you have to have a shot of aloe vera or something. So there we go, you can see the lashes there, they're quite long. Not too curly actually, I didn't go back on with the eyelash curler afterwards, which sometimes I do, but you can see the lashes are quite thick there. So next up, a bit of lippy, and this is just some old one that's kind of like a dark nude. It has got bits of crumbs and biscuit on it, as you would come to expect from me, but I like the colour. It's kind of natural with a bit of oomph. This one is really good at getting on the teeth though, I don't know why that is. I actually arrived at the Kerrang Awards with it on my teeth, and after like half an hour someone decided to tell me, which was nice. Okay, so unleash the hair. You can see I'm mulling it over. I'm not quite happy with the look yet. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna add some more smudginess under the eye to add to that smoky effect. So I've gone back to that kind of oil slick greeny colour from that little small palette from earlier. This is a good shot, you can't see anything. So just to enhance the smokiness, and then I will blend again just so it's not too much like a thick line. I guess the key always is like graduation, isn't it? The thing is, when you're going to be on camera, you almost need to do a bit like drag queen makeup, a bit like more, almost need to be a bit more over the top because it doesn't show on camera. So if you think it looks a bit much, it probably won't look too much on camera, and that's what I was doing that night. So I just wanted to add a highlight to my brow bone, just under the eyebrow there, so I used the creamy colour from this No. 7 palette. Next up, I know I didn't use heat protective spray. I'm an awful person. It's basically the hair equivalent of unsafe sex, so my hair is now riddled. I dry my hair upside down just to get a bit more volume at the root. It takes absolutely ages to dry my hair. It's surprisingly thick actually. Okay, so it's dry. I'm now going to pull away a section I lost my clip, so I had to use a hairband, which is not ideal, but I do the underlayer first and using my Babelous deep wave tong. I guess it is a crimper, but it's more of a modern day crimper because it's not so tight. It's more like loose waves. It looks quite beachy, quite ethereal, quite hippie. And I'm a hippie at heart, so that kind of look suits me. And you try and put the barrel in the indent from the previous kind of curl you've created. But I'm not too rigid with this because I think it's kind of cool to just be a bit more random. I don't want it to look perfect. I want it to look a bit almost like I've slept in it, or I've been, you know, frolicking in a meadow or something like that. This is probably one of the best beauty things I've been sent over the years. I love this Babelous product. It's had so much use. So I decided I wanted to do a bit more than my usual hair down, just so it seemed a bit more of a special occasion. So I grabbed some little tendrils from the side of my temples that I was going to bring round and then just secure at the back with one of those little black elasticy band type things. Obviously, a bit of added spit never does anyone any harm. That's what he said. I can just see now that my parting was way off centre. That's quite annoying. Please note that I'm still in my dressing gown. I don't know about you, but there's something very comforting about wearing your dressing gown. It's something about the smell. I don't know, that lived-in smell. That's just your own smell. I don't know, I like it. But I must say I was getting a little bit sweaty by this point with all the tongs and the hair dryers and stuff. So I just added some plaits to kind of add to that hippie vibe that I was going for. Just randomly, nothing too fancy or neat. And then we're pretty much done. To be honest, I've done it a lot better before, but you know when you're under pressure, everything seems to go wrong. So the majority of people at the Kerrang Awards were going to be wearing black, so I thought I'd flip the script and go for a white. After all, I was going to be on the black carpet and I thought I've got to find a way to stand out so the bands, you know, notice me and want to come and chat to me on the carpet. And it's also got a cape. Some people have said it's kind of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, but I was actually inspired by Gwyneth Paltrow's Oscar look that she had with the cape, which I absolutely loved. So, quick spritz of my Chanel. And then this necklace, which my neighbour gave me many years ago. It's from South Africa. Thought it was kind of nice and simple yet bold. I didn't want to do too many accessories. I wanted, you know, the dress to do all the talking. So yeah, we're pretty much done. Oh, actually, I can see now that the nails aren't done yet. So finishing touches. So overall, it's not a really out there look, it's kind of natural. You can see, look, I'm already starting to sweat and we haven't even got to the venue yet. Shortly after this clip I had to redo my hair because you can see, look, it's about to go out. I know this isn't a particularly rock and roll look, but I thought by adding these animal print boots it kind of gives it a bit of that kind of rock and roll edge. Essence my favourite nail polish brand. I think I love the names and it just stays on and it's a really nice finish. So I thought I'd add a little bit of colour to this outfit via the nails with this pinky purple hue. So this is the finished look. I know I'm not very good at hair and makeup and all that sort of stuff, but I gave it a go and that's what YouTube's all about, isn't it? So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, just say nothing. That's fine by me. If you like more of these type videos, let me know.